We're recording. Oh, mama, I'm live. Welcome back to another episode of TheyGonFeelMePodcast, where you get authentic conversation from authentic men. Today, I am your host, the pole at the pink, because I like watching them bitches go all the way to the top and slide back down, if you feel what I'm saying. I got my boy Al C right beside me. I got my boy Reese below me and my boy Rob below me, and we about to get into this show. As you see, we on a different platform, so we ain't got the tick at the bottom, but that don't mean we forgot what we always say. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this shit so your mama can see it, your grandma can see it, your auntie can see it, Uncle Clifford can see it, Lil Murder can see it, everybody, you feel me? And we about to get into this episode. Y'all boys ready?
Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. We starting this episode today with Will Smith and that weak-ass apology that he had. Y'all tell me what y'all feel about apologies in general and what y'all feel about that boy apology.
So part of the reason why I brought up this particular conversation is because, like, exactly what you just said. Folks feel as if, like, it was a weak-ass apology. And it's this weird thing, I feel like, maybe in the black community or just people in general, where I feel as if, like, people apologize, but people don't want to accept apologies. Like, I mean, it's apology, in my opinion, is supposed to be like me legitimately saying, hey, yo, I'm sorry. And true enough, you ain't got to accept that shit. But, like, I mean, it feels as if, like, people regularly don't accept apologies. It's like, nah, you shouldn't. Yeah. You should, fuck you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's on site forever. Like, that's the kind of attitude people have toward it. And it's like, at what point do you accept a genuine apology, or when is an apology ever enough? You know, it doesn't seem as if, like, it's.
But I mean, you said the key word though, genuine. You know, how does somebody know what's genuine or what's not? If I see you apologize, and to me, it don't look like you really mean that, or if it look like, hey, you got some ulterior motives because you just trying to save face or you trying to do this or whatever, I'm well within my rights to say, no, I won't accept that. I don't accept that apology. But at the point, it's on whoever it is to accept your apology. Once you make your apology, you're done with it. You over with it. It's all. I mean, it's over with. The ball is in the other person's court. In my opinion.
My thing is, I got a question. Well, go ahead, Reason. I'm going to ask my question after you go.
No, I was going to say, and I mean, no matter if the person decides to accept your apology or not, once you get it off your chest, like Rob said, it's over with. You know, I mean, it's like you don't have to worry about it anymore because you got it off. But as far as like Will Smith goes, I just feel he took so long to give the apology, for one. And that's why it comes off as not as genuine. And then we talked about it. He made it this big spectacle. He made it this big production, and that's another reason why it doesn't seem genuine. It feels like he's just putting on a show versus genuinely apologizing. He had to make it. It's almost like when LeBron had to announce himself going to Miami. People was like, "Why did you have to do all that to announce that you going to Miami when you could have just easily made a post or did something else?" But you decided to make it this big drawn out production to say, hey, I decided to take my talents elsewhere. So exactly. To me, it's almost the same thing. It's like you making it this big, long, drawn out thing. And that's why people don't really rock with it at the end of the day.
Now, in the beginning, I asked you, what I'm saying, what do y'all feel about the nature of apologies? Me personally, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong for feeling like this or what. I personally feel like when it comes to apologies, we all have self-control. Some people have it more than others, but I feel like we all have self-control. And I feel like if your initial action is to watch what you say, but you allow something rude to come out, or you allow an action like Will Smith had to walk up on stage and slap somebody, where you had a long time to think about what you were doing before you did it. In Chris Rock's case, I mean, do you really have to accept that apology? Because I personally feel like me personally, just on the outside looking in, and just as a person, as a human being in general, I don't care for apologies, right? Because I'm like, if you said something rude to me, you knew what the hell you were saying before you said it. You let it slip out anyway. Or you had been thinking about saying it for a while, but now I finally pushed your button and you allowed that shit to come out. So go with your true action. Don't apologize for how you truly feel. So y'all tell me if that's how y'all feel, or if that's just, something that I need to let off my chest and let go.
I don't feel like that. I mean, I feel like people do things and then and then they're sorry. You know, they can be sorry about it.
Do you feel
People-
like? But well, let me ask you like this: do you feel like people are pushed to apologize? Like if, like, let's say for instance, I come to Alcie, I'm like, man, fuck you, nigga, I don't like you. You smell like shit, right? Not to say I ever say that, right?
Yeah, what
But
you
let's
say
say
that
I say
about
some
me?
shit. But like, let's say I was to say something like that, right? If I was to say it, and I strongly felt that way, right? And then I came to him 2 or 3 days later or a week later, I'm like, man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, whatever, right? And I said it because my wife told me to apologize, or my mom or my friend told me to apologize. Do you at that point feel like the apology is genuine, or nah, this nigga was coerced to apologize, or he was pushed to apologize, but he really still feels that way?
You could look at it 2 ways. Even if I'm gonna say you could look at it 2 ways. I'm gonna say that even if your wife or whoever coerce you to give an apology, you still have to make the decision to give that apology. Just because somebody said, hey, you need to apologize, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to go apologize. That just forces you to think about it. Like, hey, maybe I should apologize. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should think about what I did. And, you know, if it was wrong, maybe I should apologize to that person. So I feel like it could still be a situation where even if initially you didn't think about apologizing and you were standing on what you did, maybe you realize after somebody said something to you that maybe you did make a mistake, and maybe you don't 100% agree that what you did was wrong, but it's some part of you that says, hey, I did wrong this person. Even if I don't feel like I did wrong, it was wrong of me to do it in this fashion. Let me apologize to them. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
you see what I'm saying? So I feel like, go ahead, Rob.
To me, if I was in that situation, I mean, because of my upbringing, I realized that there's nobody perfect. You know, there are certain people or people in general, people gonna make mistakes. And if you apologize, like I said, and it feels like, hey, you are genuine in your apology, then I'm gonna be like, okay, you know, it is blah blah blah. But depending on how egregious it is, I'll accept your apology, but we might not ever be the same on that same level that we once was, because in the back of my mind, I'm still always going, you know, remember that, hey, man, that dude, and that could be, you could ask the question, did you really truly accept an apology? If you still remember that, but to me, it's about,
because technically if you forgive, ain't you supposed to forget?
Not necessarily.
No.
You can forgive somebody and not forget about what they did.
Yeah. Because it's still a level that you violated somebody's trust. You know what I'm saying? And trust is not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing to get back for certain people. So once you violate that or call into question that, I mean, it's all bets are off. You can't get somebody to put you back to where you was before the infraction, you know, occurred. But getting back to this Will Smith thing, I agree with what Reezy was saying. The production of it, everything, whatever. If it was truly, bro, you stay on social media. Before then, if you look at all his social media that he would do on Instagram, posting these motivational talks and doing this, bro, what's stopping you from doing IG Live the night of?
But
a couple days later, you know, hopping on your IG Live, you're like, you know, I had some time to sit down and to reflect on this. You know what I'm saying? What I did was blah blah blah. And if Chris wanna, you know, if he wanna accept it, that's on him. But what I've said my part. I've come out and be like, I've owned it. Bam, the ball is in your court.
But the flip side of that is that, just like you said, normally he's on his social media and he's being the Will Smith we all know him to be, and he's been ghost. We don't know what he's been doing up until now. All we know is that he isn't out here in the world like, the same way as he used to be. Now, I mean, my whole point, my purview of is like, even when y'all listen to all three of y'all, at no point have any of y'all really just said, hey, yo, you apologize. I accepted that apology. I took it to heart, and that's it. It always comes with a certain level of, oh, like, was that apology genuine? Oh, you shouldn't have did it in the first place. It's always this, and it feels. I've heard more people say that was a bullshit apology than I've ever heard. Man, that dude apologized to me, and I took that to heart, and now I'm so much better. You never hear that. You absolutely never hear that. And then when you look at like even
you hear it every now and then, but not all the time.
So watching the video, was it genuine to you? I'm just saying to you. Watching the video, was it genuine to you?
I just took it for what it is, because at the end of the day, I feel as if that video was more for us, the fans, than it was for Chris Rock. I mean, it's about Chris Rock. It's for Chris Rock, yeah. But at the same time, I feel as if, like, just as much as Chris Rock has to apologize to, just as much as Will Smith has to apologize to Chris Rock for his infraction. I mean, there's people who look up to Will Smith. There's people who think that, oh, you are you this great guy, and I have like this particular vision of you, and you've kind of tarnished that. He tarnished it for all the people who were on attendance getting their awards, and everybody forgot about they even had the award, don't know if they got the award because they were too focused on the spectacle, which was that incident. And it's kind of like this weird thing. I mean, that encapsulated into itself is what motivates him to need to apologize, and him trying to work some shit out in himself before he exposes himself to the world per se, and then come out with an actual formal statement, that may not necessarily always be something that you can work out. Maybe he tried to work it in behind the scenes with the man, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, that ain't gonna work. Well, maybe I just gotta like address the people directly and then just let them know where I stand. It's out in the world. It's up for the rest of us to like take.
I think that's what you said. I think that's why we all have this question right now in regards to apologies, right? Because, we don't know what happened behind the scenes. Yeah, he could have reached out that same exact night, 2 nights later, you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, he could have reached out behind the scenes and tried to apologize to Chris Rock, and Chris Rock just wasn't ready to accept an apology. You know what I mean? But I think that's the reason why we have this question now. What do we feel about the nature of apologies? Because it's like the outside looking in, we like, damn, bro, that happened like 2-3 months ago. This happened all the way back, in like March or February or something like that when that happened. And it's like now we're just now seeing a public apology from you. We've already even seen Jada Pinkett come out and say something, about these 2 young brothers need to apologize and hash it out and talk with her garbage ass. But, forgive me for saying that, whatever. But we've already seen her come out and say what she had to say, but now we're just now seeing Will Smith come out and say something this long ago. I mean, this just now from something that happened that long ago. So that's why it's like, our apologies really sincere, or is that apology really sincere? Because I just personally feel like, growing up, if you do something wrong, your mama or whatever gonna tell you, nope, that was wrong. You need to go apologize. And you're going to go apologize either that same exact day or you're going to go apologize that next day. You do something to your grandma, to your friend, to your uncle, whatever the case may be. You're going to go apologize right then and there, or you're going to go apologize the next day or the next time that you see that person, or whenever the case may be. You know what I mean? You're not going to wait 2 or 3 months to finally to put on a production and you got this backdrop and all of this other stuff to make it seem like, hey, oh, that's great. Now I'm apologizing, right? If I was to apologize to you for saying some shit like that with this casting couch, anybody want to join the casting couch, you can. I'm just playing. But if I was to apologize this long ago with this casting couch in the back, you'd be like, what the hell? This nigga apologizing. He got a casting couch. What do you do on that couch, right? So, I mean, that's what, I feel like that's what brings up that
also say
question.
Another part of it, and I'll say this in closing. Like, I feel as if, like, when you look at the fact that it's Will Smith, when you look at this particular apology, I think a lot of people are also just tired of the Smiths and that bullshit too. You know, it's like me personally, I still have love for Will Smith. I actually have love for their relationship. I want them to work it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm not.
You don't want that Jada and that Will
I
love no more.
mean,
Don't worry,
shit.
J. Cole.
I have no love for that relationship.
That's the
Fuck
thing.
both
Like,
of
I mean, I don't want to be the jaded, pessimistic person that I know that I can be, and treat
I feel
their
pity for them, boy,
love
if anything.
yeah, like I mean, but that's just the thing. I don't want to feel pity. I just want them to work it out. I want them. I mean, just as much as I wish good for everybody in my immediate circle.
You need to get a divorce.
I just don't feel that way. But people are sick of their shit. Like, the anger doesn't come to war.
You gotta know when to hold them, know when to walk away, know when to walk away from that bald head.
That's toxic, dog. I mean, that relationship should have been over. It should have been over
but
years
all
ago.
y'all attitudes right now shows people are just sick of their shit.
And this
People
is
just sick of that shit.
This Chris Rock incident is the apex of their relationship.
Right,
and this is why their relationship needs to end, because what else is going to happen at once this is resolved?
I don't think that relationship
needs
to end.
It's never going to get better, bro. Like I mean, at some point this is the height of toxicity. We always talk about toxicity, we talk about mental health, we talk about relationships, and this is why Will Smith, listen to me, my brother. You need to walk away.
Get out.
Let it go.
With the get out.
Look. We ain't talking about relationships.
They need to make
talking about apologies.
Jordan Peele needs to make a get out part 2.
She got you on that. She got you on national TV looking a fool, my boy.
Bring it back, motherfuckers. Back.
You're looking like a clown.
We get
looking like it, nigga.
Let's just go on to the next topic.
Bring that
nigga
shit
looking like
back.
it part 3.
Bring it back, cuz. No, sir.
What we got next, dog? What we got next, man?
Bring that shit back. Bring it to the next topic. While we still talk about apologies, let's talk about Beyonce and Kelis. So we all know Beyonce, the beautiful Beyonce, had a song on her recent album where she gave Kelis credit for the song, but Kelis felt like she should have reached out and talked to her before putting that song onto her album. She made a big social media post about it, as we always do. And by we, I will get into that statement. Now that song has recently been removed, but fellas, y'all let me know what y'all feel about this whole drama, if y'all know about it. And I'll ask my question. I'll ask another question later. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about this whole Beyonce Kelis thing. Really Kelis, because Beyonce, being the beautiful queen that she is, had absolutely nothing to say. She let that ratchet ass motherfucker say everything she had to say. So y'all let me know what y'all feel about it.
When niggas talk about anything that deals with like Beyonce, I feel as if like they always got to make this pointed thing of saying, I'm not a Beyonce fan. Most dudes say that. And then, like, they go into saying, but,
I'm not.
like, whatever.
I'm not.
I'm not. I love Beyonce. I think that she's great as an artist. But in this given situation, because, like, I can give a fuck less about, like, the Beehive and all that other shit. In this given situation, I don't feel as if she did anything wrong. I've never really just liked Kelis, though. Right.
Hey,
I feel like you get more drama from talking about the Beehive or talking about the Barbs than you do from talking about the the alphabet crew. You feel me?
No pause to that.
Hey, we need them views, dog.
I hear that, but like I mean, but they so petty, vengeful, and messy. Like to the point where that it's like there's the fanfare that comes from like being a Beyonce fan, and then like there's all these internet rage ass motherfuckers out here who just got like all these hateful things to say. Fuck them. In this given situation, focusing on Beyonce. Me personally, I haven't liked Kelis since the Nas breakup. I feel as if she's trash as an individual. You know what I'm saying? She bipolar. Fuck this broad. She trying to get clout. Because like the only way she's going to get any kind of relevancy outside of doing Netflix shows about fucking cooking and not music is by motherfucker trying to ride the coattails of Beyonce. Fuck that broad. That's my statement.
I mean, to me, there is really this story is making I mean, making much ado about nothing. To be quite honestly, because if you look in the music industry. I mean, who owns the song? She was professional in how she dealt with the situation. Hey, I'm going to the people that actually own the song. Pharrell. Hey, I'm going to secure the paperwork. Hey, I want to use this as a piece or sample or whatever they call it. A part of the song. Hey, you get it cleared, use it, blah, blah, blah. But since Kelis does not own the song and feels as if Pharrell and Chad ripped her off for whatever they did, she has bad feelings toward them, she's cutting her nose off to spite her face. Because she's coming from it from the standpoint of, I don't even care that I'm getting a check, that I'll be getting a check off of it. It's just the fact that they getting paid off it too. I don't want none of us to get paid. And how petty and vengeful, you know what I'm saying, is that? To where she putting you on. She just putting you on as a favor to you, because she ain't have to do that. And you gonna raise a fuss about it to the point where she like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. Really? I mean, but I think like Elsie said though, she's been toxic most of her career, because her biggest song, other than Milkshake, was "I Hate You So Much Right Now"
and Bossy.
Come on.
Oh yeah, Bossy. I forgot. Okay.
Which is the focus of the song, which is the focus of all the problems.
That bitch got 3 songs. Cut that shit out. Man,
she got
that
more
bitch
she got more than some
3
people can say they got.
songs.
That's all I'm gonna say, goddamn.
Man, that bitch, and she got more than some people can got, and still don't own nothing on none of them songs that she got to say. But anyway, go on, state your point, my boy.
Calm down, damn. Why you so hostile?
Because I don't like this dusty beat. But go ahead, my boy.
This is a prime example of why you need to be better at managing your business when it comes to recording and producing and all those things. This is how artists get ripped off. And like Rob said, she's upset because she doesn't own rights to the song, and she can't really make money off of it the way that she would like to make money off of it. And I think it's a little bit of jealousy too. You know, a lot of these women are jealous of Beyonce's success, and they want to be Beyonce. Let's be real. You know, they would love to be in her position and be the queen of, quote unquote, queen of R&B. And I'm not, like Alcee said, I'm not the biggest fan of Beyonce. I don't really know her music like that. I'm not the biggest hater of Beyonce. She got songs that I like. I like the new song that she dropped before she dropped the album. I was rocking with it. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel it. You know, I feel what her and Drizzy trying to do with the dance music. You know what I'm saying? We need some little upbeat stuff for what's going on in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? But again, like this is, you know what I'm saying? You gonna break that shit?
Lean. Now watch me lean back. Shut up,
man. But again, this is just a prime example of why you need to be on top of your shit when you're an artist and try to own your records. And we see it nowadays. A lot of artists are independent. A lot of artists can make their music out of their own home. They don't even have to go to the studio. But back in Kelis's day, they ain't had no choice. They had to go to a major studio to produce music. And so they end up getting screwed. And now Pharrell or whoever own their music, and they don't have rights to it. So part of me feels bad that a lot of the older generation of artists can't really be like the newer generation of artists who are more free and have more rights to their music. But at the end of the day, you pay to play, bro. You want to be on, and you know that's what it is. You paid the cost to be some kind of a boss, I guess. I mean, I don't know, but anyway.
So I mean, so you telling me she didn't know that Lauryn Hill got screwed?
But that's how
they
had to play the game. A lot of artists, a lot of those. I mean,
they had to play the game back then. But how many years later was it that Kelis put out her milkshake single
But
than it was from when Lauryn Hill got screwed out of her shit.
But even when Kelis was, you know, when she was coming up, she still didn't have that freedom like these artists do today. Like you could produce an album from your house now, and just send it off to be mixed and mastered.
But the thing,
I mean, we talking about but you talking about like
no,
the
I'm just
internet
saying,
part
like,
of it. You talking about like
she had to actually go to a studio to be produced, to record.
Yeah, and that's what
to produce a record.
Even with that though, a lot of that comes from the whole internet and everything like that. With you having apps and stuff like that you can download, so I'll give you that. But what I'm saying is, as far as like studying your contract,
what can you? But you gotta have
what it is
you gotta have leverage. You gotta have leverage to be able to demand some shit. Like,
but you gotta be confident in yourself as well.
Nigga,
because
you can have
somebody
as much
may have
confidence
wrote this
as
song.
you want. I don't give a goddamn if I am fronting the bill for your shit. And you're just up and coming, guess what? You about to get screwed, because the only way you're going to get out here and be known is if I put money behind you. So you're going to have to agree to my terms, or else you're never,
that's when you go behind,
never
like
be
when
heard.
you got somebody like Chance the Rapper who puts some shit up for
he's a part of the newer generation,
but you got some people,
part of the SoundCloud generation. Soldier
But
Boy.
still, that's what I'm getting at though. Even though you're talking about the internet and everything like that, if you're confident in yourself and what you can bring in your vocals, right? I bring a certain swag, a certain persona to this overall track. Ain't nobody gonna bring that like I bring it. Can't nobody sing it like I sing it. So if she don't sing it,
it's two things. It's two things in her situation that's that's kind of a caveat to the situation. If you know her backstory, at one point in time, Kelis was homeless.
Yeah.
So a lot of times in the music industry, they take advantage of people that's really hungry. So they shoot you some advance money. They shoot you that advance money, and you hungry. You gonna sign the first thing. You gonna sign the first thing up. But then the next part though is if you have some kind of business sense, if you have some kind of knowledge of the game, then you can read it and be like, you know what? Hey, this is a 360 deal, or I'm getting screwed out of this deal, but you're not going to put you up on game.
In this given situation, the reason why all this is comes off is bullshit and why she's considered trash is because, this isn't the first time that one of her songs have been sampled and like a similar situation has happened. It just happened with other artists and she didn't make no big fuss about it. But now Beyonce has done it. And now all of a sudden she has everything to say, and that is trash. That makes it seem as if this has nothing to do with the business aspect of it and getting the recognition that you deserve.
That's that's what I'm saying. It don't have nothing. It don't have nothing to do with business. I mean, honestly, she just jealous. Yeah. She just mad, which a lot of these female artists are. They mad if you ain't Rihanna, if you ain't in the top of the game, A lot of these women are mad at Beyonce because of her success and because every time she drop an album, it's a big to do about it. And I ain't gonna get into that because I don't want women being mad at me. But we know how petty some of y'all can be, so I'm gonna just leave it there. And catty that y'all can be.
Hey, y'all send a hate mail. Y'all send a hate mail to that guy over there.
Am I lying? I'm just saying.
All I'm gonna say is this.
Hey, Nick.
No, you're not. You're definitely not lying. And going into Alcie's point, men always have to say before they defend Beyonce, I'm not even a big Beyonce fan. And I will go and say the same thing. She probably has a couple songs that I like. By a couple, I can count on my hand, probably like 5 that I like that I can listen to at any point in time. But I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan. But at the end of the day, I feel like this whole situation is petty. And it goes to, if anybody watched the Pivot podcast and watched Kevin Hart talk, this kind of goes to what Kevin Hart said. The fact that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is on the same scene or on the same movie set as Kevin Hart, he don't give a fuck because he's confident in who he is. He knows exactly who he is. If you were confident in yourself, Kelis, you wouldn't worry about that Beyonce is using a part of what you said, because I listened to the song after you made this big uproar, right? And I didn't even hear it. I literally had to listen to the song 3 times before I heard the snippet of what you said, about a minute and some change into the overall song, right? So it's like, you're making a big deal out of nothing for no reason. And the same thing that we always do, we go to social media and we bash each other, but we always want to come back when a black person gets killed by the cops, or when something happens to somebody like Brittany Griner or something like that. We always want to come back and say, oh, what about our black people? What about our black people? But then when somebody uses something of ours, we get upset. If you don't own the song, then how can you get upset? Right? If we signed a bullshit deal for this podcast that we do and somebody uses a snippet on a song, how can we be upset because we don't own the fucking podcast, right? We don't own what we put out. So how foolish do we look for getting upset at that? And then the fact that you don't own the song, but then Beyonce put your name on the song when she could have put Pharrell instead, but she put your name. So now anytime that song gets played, you get a piece of the pie. And who's to say that that song isn't the next song on her album that pops, blows up, and is a main hit, and we're hearing it on every radio station, even gospel stations, right? Who's to say that who's to say that you ain't getting a piece of the change every time that shit plays? Now you done fumbled that bag, and then you could have easily had another bag by saying, hey, look, this shit finna pop, let's make a remix, you put me on the joint, I'm saying this, then I have a verse, woo-woo, whatever, right? Then you getting a piece of the original, and you getting a piece of the remix. But you fumble your bag, you go on the internet, as we always do, and you get her to take the song off the album. Beyonce being the queen that she is, she don't say shit. She's just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to take it off, whatever the case may be. It is what it is. I tried to give you credit. You ain't want the credit, whatever. She take the shit off. Now you get no credit from the first song that you made that Pharrell finessed you out of. You don't get the song you don't get credit from the song that I remixed, and I put a snippet on there and made you co-writer of the song. And then you don't get a chance of the remix. All you got is the social media fame that you got. So you still have nothing at the end of the day besides making Netflix shit about cooking, and you still trash. Don't nobody want your milkshake no more because that bitch spoiled. Fuck out of here with your duck ass. On to the next subject. So we talking about Goodell in the NFL, right? So we all know Deshaun Watson and got off for whatever he did. He done got suspended for 6 games. But after getting suspended for 6 games, it's like they trying to do double jeopardy on my boy. And they trying to come back and say, we're going to suspend him for the whole season. Right? So y'all tell me how y'all feel about how Goodell is handling this situation that he's already technically been acquitted for. And they've handled this shit out of court.
You niggas is trash. This just like how they handled the Colin Kaepernick situation with the kneeling and with racism. They want to start, when it's a big uproar, then they want to act now. Let's get on their side since everybody's against us and gonna protest. Get the fuck out of here, Roger Goodell. Get the fuck out of here, you white ass crackety crack ass crackers in the NFL. Fuck all y'all motherfuckers. Yep, I said it. I don't give a goddamn if we don't get monetized up in this bitch. Fuck out of here. This man got off of these charges. No matter, regardless of what, if he did it or not, I don't know if he did it. But he ain't guilty. And he got 6 games. He already got 6 games. So now y'all trying to get a man a year to save face because everybody got a problem with it. Bro, y'all are full of shit. But what about Robert Kraft?
Double jeopardy, bro.
What about Roethlisberger? Them niggas just skate under the radar, when they do some shit. Ain't nothing else been heard about them niggas. You know what I'm saying? What about the little kicker, the kicker nigga that beat the shit out of his wife? You know what I'm saying? We ain't heard nothing else about that either. So you know what I'm saying? Like, what is really going on? Why is it always when the black athletes do something, y'all got all this vitriol and hatred, and y'all got a battery in your fucking back. Degree. Y'all got a battery in your motherfucking back. Ooh. You the goddamn Energizer Bunny when it comes to the black athletes. You know what I'm saying? What's up with that?
So
I wish y'all could see how my leg cocked out. They say Young Reed's better. Big Reed's better. You better put big on that for no reason. Stop playing with him.
So this the deal though. Going back. Let's rewind this back. This is a classic example why the NFLPA sucks. And when I say the NFLPA, that's the Players Association. because when you go into collective bargaining agreements with the NFL owners, a lot of times they get the better end of the deal. People always look at the NBA and wonder why the NBA union is so much stronger, why they have guaranteed contracts, why they have all this whatever. Because in the NFL, remember, they have guaranteed portions. You know, a lot of those contracts aren't even worth the paper that they're signed on. If they want to release you, you know, after a certain amount of years, bam, they can release you and it's over with. And if NBA has guaranteed contracts, you have to look at your players. You have to look at your players association. But last time, the players association, what are they fighting for? They're fighting to get weed. I mean, to stop getting suspended for weed. Okay. Then we talked about Pharrell finessing Kelis. The NFL owners didn't finesse the NFL, the Players Association. Because think about how dumb this is. They came to an agreement that, okay, this is what we're going to do. We are going to have an independent arbitrator look at the league's discipline policies. All right. Now, that arbitrator is going to make a recommendation. Now, if the NFL wants to appeal that recommendation, they can appeal it. Guess who's going to hear the appeal? Roger Goodell. So basically what you're telling me is you got you set up a system in which you got an independent arbitrator to listen to and give a recommendation like, hey, I think he needs to be suspended amount or whatever. And all the owners got to do is appeal. And then the commissioner who works for who? The owners is going to be the final judge. How does that make sense? So they done waited this long for Sue Roberts or whatever her name is to give her a recommendation, which is 6 games. She gives her recommendation 6 games. Guess what? They like, no, that ain't good enough for us. We gonna appeal. So now it's going back to Roger Goodell. And you already know what's going to happen. The court of public opinion. People are like, well, it's 24 counts. It's 24 counts. Am I condoning Deshaun Watson? Nope. Apparently he got an issue. He got a fetish. He need help, whatever you want to say. But going by the laws of our land, the grand jury
not guilty.
Feds, I mean, they declined to bring back those charges. So, bam, it is what it is. Do you like it? No. Is it nasty? No. Does it not make you feel good? Does it make you kind of feel dirty to read all some of that stuff? Yeah, it does. But that's the law. If we don't like the law, guess what? Get the law changed. I mean, it is what it is, but at the end of the day, it reminds me, to make a long story short, of kind of like the Ray Rice situation, to where if we remember back, Ray Rice got 3 games. He got 3 games.
No, I remember.
And then what happened? Okay, he made the decision. Then somebody was like, you know what, we don't like this, so we gonna leak this video. And when they leaked that video of him dragging her from the elevator, it's over with. It's over with. They were like Goodell. They was on Goodell head, and Goodell, you know, being the spineless coward he is, he's like, did we say 3? We gonna have to push that. We gonna have to push that up. You know, once again, I'm not condoning Ray Rice or what he did. Of course, it was terrible. I mean, you never should put your hands on a woman. But if you're gonna make a decision as an NFL, stick by your decision.
Has anybody ever liked Roger Goodell?
And be through it.
Like since 2006, when he started this. Like, I mean, has anybody ever liked this man?
Nope.
Like, nope. I think that says enough in and of itself, right there. Personally, he looked like he smelled like cheese. Next topic.
Next topic, man.
That boy said he looked like he smelled like cheese. Man, let's go. Let's go to the next. Let's go to the next topic. Keeping it sports related. So, Brittany Griner just got put in a Russian jail for 9 years for possession of marijuana, and everything that she had. So, y'all tell me what y'all feel about that situation, because I'm seeing a lot. I even saw the stud online. The bone studs and all.
What is going on? Yeah.
You gotta see it. Come on, go there. Ooh. Fuck you talking about? They ain't unison, cuz. So yeah.
I mean, it's
Y'all
tough
tell me
seeing
what y'all
Brittany
feel
Griner.
about this
I'm
Brittany
done.
Griner go
I'm
through
done.
this
I'm
situation
done. Bone studs and harmony, bro.
and I'm gonna make everybody.
Man, stop, bro.
Oh man!
Oh,
wake
my
up! Wake
God,
up! It's the first thing. Yeah, but nah, man. Free.
Well, you niggas so immature, man. This is
You
a
know what I'm
serious
saying?
topic. man.
Free BG, man.
You ain't gonna think it's a serious topic to you.
Free
See
my
that
girl
video?
BG.
She don't look serious at all. The motherfuckers look like they rehearsing for a goddamn
Come
gospel
on,
choir.
man.
What's that? What's them dance? Them praise dances? Cause what they look like they out there doing? They in unison.
Man.
Yo. Aye. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, man.
It's tough seeing her get especially get like 9.5 years, but we all know what this is about. It's really because of her stature as a WNBA player, and the Russian government is trying to get their people back. Let's just call a spade a spade. Honestly, that's what it is. I seen posts about the white girl who had the same charge and got like a worse charge and got a slap on the wrist, but she's not Brittany Griner. Come on, you know, as much as we want to make it about race, it's not about race. It is kind of about somewhat, maybe could be about her gender and about what her sexuality. Yeah, it could be about her sexuality, but for the most part, it's about who she is. And the Russian government, again, they want to use her as a pawn to get their person back. So hopefully Biden, old ass, before he die, you know what I'm saying? Because the motherfucker look like he about to pass away any day now. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man.
I mean, I'm just saying. I seen the nigga the other day. I was like, God damn, that nigga don't look like he gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Kamala Harris might be the president.
He done had COVID 2 times, dog.
Shit, nigga get a third, he might be gone. That's all I'm gonna say. The upper room, this nigga, nigga might be out here, cuz.
What is we doing?
But hopefully they can get
delete.
Boy,
Delete.
Hopefully
Delete.
they can get BG back before that man take his final rest. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I gotta say.
Man, I really.
Hey, but I heard y'all talk about the white girl, but what about the white teacher, the white dude who got like 14
I didn't see
or
that
20
one. I
years
just
or something
seen
like
the
that for the
post about
same
the
shit
white
that Brittany
girl.
Griner
No,
got
I
9 years. Yeah, it was a white. I saw it online as well. It was a white teacher. He got
And see,
he
that's
got, I think it was
what I hate
14
about
years
these propaganda
for
posts.
literally
It's like,
the
listen,
exact same stuff.
I'm
that
a
Brittany
firm
Griner got.
advocate about racism and, you know, like the injustices between races and things of that nature. But to me personally, this case doesn't seem like a race thing. Personally, to me, and I could be wrong. Maybe, you know, I'm open to dispute.
Yeah. But the thing of it is, it's not a race thing though, because when all of this first came out, I vividly remember hearing it was even a special on First Take where this lady was talking about it, and everybody keep bringing up the whole, if LeBron was in Russia. I wish they would stop bringing that shit up, because LeBron wouldn't even be in that situation at the end of the day, right? But when we was bringing that shit up, and they was talking about, you know, the whole WNBA thing, and they was talking about Brittany Griner being over there and all of that. They were saying how strict Russia is. Russia wants you to admit to your crime. They want you to accept being guilty of whatever it is that you did, and then they bring on a punishment for you, as opposed to fighting what you did, knowing that you did it, and then saying, hey, you know, well, you gave me 27 years for slapping somebody or some shit like that. It's like they expect you to do that. That's why she came out as guilty. And of course, again, we know that all of this comes down to her stature and who she is and her celebrity being in the United States. But at the end of the day, at the same time, it's like, damn, like we still trying to bat a blind eye. And I understand that, you know, hey, man, weed is legal here in certain states and everything like that. Oh, everybody need to accept
not
weed.
everywhere.
It's not accepted everywhere.
Exactly.
To a degree. Exactly. It's not accepted everywhere. So I don't understand why so many people, even here in the southern states, it's not accepted everywhere here in the South.
Big shocker.
Ironically, certain parts of Mississippi have it accepted over Tennessee, and Arkansas has it accepted over certain parts of Tennessee and Texas.
And you
but
try taking
that
try taking that shit to an airport,
everywhere.
goddamn it.
So if you get caught with the shit,
go ahead. Go ahead.
nigga, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like we get so upset at the consequence, but we don't know the rules and the law. It's the law, bro. At the end of the day, Texas and Tennessee is an open carry state. If I get caught with a goddamn with a 9mm in the airport, I'm going to jail, bro. So like it is what it is.
You can't go to these other countries and act like you're still in the States, you know, in somebody else's country and don't expect to get hemmed up. However, in this given situation, I feel like it's two-pronged for me. You know, one, as we've said, she's being used as a political pawn. I feel as if, like, when it comes to Russia, like the Iron Curtain, it fell a long time ago. It was supposedly this Cold War thing was supposed to be over, but ultimately, Russia, under the leadership of Putin, feels as if like they ultimately want to challenge all general conventions and aspects of diplomacy and anything that basically we do between, you know, over international waters, and as far as like bringing us together as, like, I guess, a global community. He isn't concerned with that at all. He wants to be the bully, the ex-KGB guy that he used to be, and make everybody know that he's a tough guy, you know. And they are just doing one more thing in a laundry list of egregious actions against us and other countries that should be brought into light and, like, held, you know, hold this nigga accountable. Do some CIA shit and, like, I don't know, assassinate his ass. I don't know. I don't care. But I will say this much. Personally, I feel as if, like, anybody who isn't involved in the Russian government or anything like this, personally, I feel as if, like, any American that's not on American soil, that's over in these other countries, playing for them, if you want to stand in solidarity with Brittany, my personal suggestion, my personal opinion is y'all need to back out. Y'all need to, like, say, I understand this is how I get my bag or what have you, which is fucked up that women have to do that versus, like, you know, black men, like men in the NBA. We already had that conversation. But pull out. Y'all don't deserve our respect. Y'all don't deserve our support. Y'all make money off our bodies, like, you know, giving our bodies to this sport so that you can basically have a team that you wouldn't be able to have without these skilled athletes. But you are not protecting these athletes, and you are not holding your own government accountable. So fuck you. We'll take our talents, maybe not to South Beach, but we'll definitely take it to, you know, back across the states and make our money here, and let Russia be the cold, drab, borscht eating motherfuckers that they want to be. I don't know. Like, that's my personal opinion.
I didn't say all I'm gonna say on this topic. If you want to see it, we got previous episodes. You can see it. She's a political pawn. At the end of the day,
this ain't about the goddamn rules.
Know about the rules and regulations of the land you choosing. At the end of the day, At the end of the day, like I said, it's my opinion. Know about what you're doing, and what just hope she gets out. Next topic.
Yeah, bitch. That's what Rob wanted to
Has
say.
Rob
but
ever said
he don't
fuck
cuss 'cause he a
on
Christian.
air?
Anyway, going on to the next topic. Right? So I don't think Rob
I don't know if I've ever heard Rob
ever
in
cussed
the
on a
multiple decades
damn,
that
but
I've
that don't
known
count
him. I
because
don't think
damn
I've ever
ass
heard
in the
him say
Bible.
fuck.
So them two don't count. Even playing the game, that
I don't
the
think I've
angriest I've never heard him
Rob
say.
say
Angriest I've ever heard him get
I
was when
literally don't
when he
think
said
I've
something
ever
about
heard him
bananas in the
say
street.
fuck.
I don't think I'd ever heard Rob cuss. Rob ain't never cussed. One of these, it's gonna be me he lay into. I don't know.
He's gonna go off. He's gonna go off.
Hey,
Like
next topic, cuz golly. All right, man. So we got the whole Breonna Taylor thing. So next topic is Breonna Taylor. So recently we had Breonna Taylor's murderer. We're not gonna say anything else outside of that. We're gonna talk about Breonna Taylor's murderer being arrested. FBI came out, put forth the charge towards this person. And before we even get into it and I get y'all's topics, fuck anybody. I don't give a damn if you're on a police force. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't care if we friends or not. If you see this shit, look deep into my motherfucking eyes. Let me raise my brim up, right? Look deep into my eyes. Whether you on the police force, whether you in the military, whatever the case may be. If you feel like what this nigga did was right, fuck you with the 80th dick you can find in the world. Okay? But Breonna Taylor's murderer just got arrested for the heinous crime that he did with the no-knock entrance and killing
at
her.
first I thought it was
blood
just
as she was
that the
sleeping
guy
in her
who
bed.
lied
Y'all
on
tell me
the
what
warrant
y'all
they
think
used
about
to
what
do the no
transpired with that.
knock. He got in trouble, but then isn't they putting more fire underneath all the officers involved in this one? Yeah. It's like renewed. The district attorney, is it? Like I think he's the one that's Adam. Like I mean, I guess my whole thing is that like in situations like these, the oldest thing I remember, as far as like with police getting held accountable, was back with the Rodney King thing, and we all know how that ended. And we know how this Breonna Taylor thing looked like it was going to end, like about a year or two ago. So my whole thing is that like I just want something to come of this. Those men need to be punished. I'm tired of police officers getting off because they say, "Oh, well, I was just following procedure." Well, your procedure is fucked up. You can't just hide behind, "Oh, I was just doing what I was told. Well, I was doing this," and then they pull all this legalese and all these, and this bullshit, and like having people they're given the power to prosecute themselves, and then we're asking their prosecutors to basically find them culpable, and then they fall back on, well, it's the benefit of this job, it's the peril of like our job, it's the procedure that basically gives us the ability to do what we do, and ergo we don't deserve to be punished, and that's bullshit. I mean, it's crazy how people who are in power, who have money, how they get to skirt justice. Meanwhile, the smaller person, especially when ethnic peoples and specifically black people are involved, how we get taken through the ringer when it comes to the legal justice system. And time after time, again, we keep on getting fucked over, and they expect us to just participate in this experiment, which is the united legal justice system, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, why should we have love for anything when this country, time and time again, has a tendency of showing that it doesn't love us back? I
Have to agree 100% with you on that, because it's like, man, listen, bro. Like, I mean, I've seen so many of the different cases And, you know, I've heard and seen so many of the different reasons as to why, you know, people were gunned down. And in certain situations, it's justified. In certain situations, it's not. We're not going to get into all of that. But, like, when we get into this overall case, and we've had this discussion in our group meet, we've had this discussion in a specific chat where we all have talked, you know, at the end of the day, man, this is a no-knock warrant that was put out in the middle of the night. You jump into this, you bust into this woman's house. I mean, who wouldn't? If you break into any one of our houses and we have a weapon, who is not going to immediately jump up with a weapon and to try to defend our family, right? And, you know, people, if anyone thinks that this was justified, thinks that this shit was right, can sit here and try to argue to me that this was okay for this person out of all of the names that we have on a list of innocent black lives that were taken from us. This has to be outside of George Floyd. Outside of George Floyd, and I say Tamar Rice, this has to be one of the fucking worst that has happened.
Trayvon,
right?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And I'm being
Martin
extremely serious right now. I'm
Trayvon
not
was pretty
playing at all,
bad, bro.
Like Trayvon was exactly, but at the same time, like Trayvon is one of them situations where, you know what I'm saying, somebody I'm walking home and somebody try to check me for some shit, and I'm like, nah, bro, I'm finna stand on my ground. Like, this person was asleep, bro. This person was asleep in the middle of the night, and you bust into my house. What the fuck you think I'm finna do? Right? What you think I'm finna do? You think I'm finna just let you break into my shit and I'm already in an unsafe neighborhood? That's like if I stay in South Memphis and then I randomly hear my door rammed open. I'ma jump up with a 9 and I'm finna start spraying at the end of the day. And she didn't even do that. You just bust into her house with no warrant, with nothing. You bust into her house and then you kill her in the fucking bed while she's asleep. Where does that come into play at? How do you not feel safe in that situation? What reason do you not feel safe in that fucking situation? As we always hear white people say.
They only follow procedure.
What reason do you not feel safe, bro?
You know,
come on, man.
And well,
exactly. They don't even follow procedure when it comes to us because they always feel unsafe when it comes to us. They're always scared when it comes to us. If you scared, nigga, get a different fucking job. Kind of bend
the rules when it comes to white
bitch
people
ass.
And other ethnicities, you know. But when it's us, then this is what the book says, and we have to do it this way. And you know, if you even so much as look at us the wrong way, then we have the right to shoot you because of procedures, and that's bullshit. What happened to human decency and to having empathy, which we've talked about, for one another as a human being? And this situation, I'm happy, man. Like, good for him. I hope something comes of it, and I just hope we can get to a place where we don't have to wait till after the fact or 2 years down the road before justice is served. Like, why does it have to be such a protest and all these different things before we can even get some sort of justice for our people? And that's what I want to come of this. I want immediate action for shit like this that happens to us. And that's all I'm going to say about that. You know, rest in peace, Breonna Taylor, and I hope justice is served and that family can get some closure.
There's been 314, I believe, mass shootings this year. And of those the major mass shootings, they managed to damn near get all of those angry white men arrested and taken into custody safely. But meanwhile, it's like it's crazy. It's just
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can bend the rules when it comes to other people, but when it comes to us,
that's why I'm so pissed off at the situation, bro. It's like, bro, this nigga, this, bro, you look at Buffalo situation. This dude drives how many miles to go and shoot how many black people? And if you've seen that video, even if you white, black, Hispanic, I don't give a damn what race you are. If you have seen that video, to see a dude drive that far to shoot innocent people who have done nothing to you at all. You drive into a predominantly black neighborhood and you do that, and he leaves safely. He pulls up with military grade weapons and he fucking leaves safely, right? But you have a motherfucker who sleep in the bed and you can just pop in her house and just murder her, right? We think that shit's okay. Come on, bruh. Like, I mean, this shit is sad. We shouldn't even be having this conversation. Oh, well, I'm happy that justice is finally served.
And
justice should be served whether I'm black, white, whoever. Justice should be served if I was innocently murdered for no apparent reason. And she was murdered for no apparent fucking reason. And then you come out later and say, oh, we had the wrong house. What if that was your fucking daughter, bruh? What if that was your daughter? I posed that question to any cop who was justifying that shit. What if that was your fucking daughter who was sleeping in the goddamn house and then she was murdered over some bullshit that didn't even have nothing to do with her? What if that was your daughter?
And then think about Justine
I guarantee you want
I think that was that woman's name. Like a white woman that basically got shot by the black police officer. What did they do to that black police officer? Arrested the fuck out of his ass. There wasn't none of this old procedure, none of that shit. Like, he got straight up arrested. It's weird how the legal justice system always seems to work perfectly or in someone's favor when it's against a black person or a person of color or whatever you want to call it. You know, like it's the unbalance. It's the unbalance of the system that nobody ever seems like they want to focus on. That like always seems to be a problem for me. Excuse me, Rob. I feel as if like I've interrupted. Yeah, excuse me. I feel like I'm interrupted.
It's my biggest thing. I mean, not to reiterate stuff that already been said, but my biggest thing is that it's all at the end of the day, the fact that it takes so long, and then I'll go to something that even wasn't on the topic, that's not on this topic, but it's an offshoot. It's an offshoot of it, you know, with the whole Carolyn Bryant thing, with the whole Emmett Till, you know, the whole Emmett Till thing, with her being so old and people talking about, well, she's so old, you know, why do they need to bring her? Why do they need to bring her to justice? I mean, why not? I mean, she's still living. Emmett Till ain't living no more. So why does she deserve? Exactly. Why does she deserve to? You know what I'm saying? To still be walking around and have freedom, whether she's 95 or 100, 105. My biggest thing is when you have situations like this. When you have situations like this, it's almost like a inner circle. You know, you have police protecting other police. You know, because they know, hey, we gonna keep our, you know, it's the shield, it's the shield or whatever. Back the blue. Where bitch. And they always say it's just a couple bad ones. You still have good ones. Well, why don't those good ones ever speak up? I mean, and I know you trust these people. You trust these people with your life, and it'll be retaliation and retribution that'll happen if you blow the whistle on them. One time they'll catch you going out on a call and won't nobody give you no backup and stuff like that. They can always set you up for certain things, but then you have to ask yourself at what point, you know, do you just like do the right thing and just step up when you know when you know things are going on? Are you going to have enough balls to actually stand up and say something, or are you just going to let things keep going how they're going? Like, how many officers on that Louisville Police Department knew what was going on? Or looked at that situation and be like, you know, y'all know y'all was wrong for that. Y'all was wrong for that. And people should not continue, like you said, to protest and protest and protest and protest. I mean, and do all this stuff just for simple stuff. Just for simple stuff to happen, man. It's
like
I mean, even like if you look at what recently happened, I don't know if y'all seen the video, but it was a cop. I don't remember what state it was. I can't remember if it was in Missouri or what. But it was a cop where they had arrested this black guy who was trying to evade the police. They arrested him, put him in custody, put him in handcuffs, put him in the back of the squad car or whatever. and they was asking him questions. He wasn't willing to cooperate. And the cop was like, you know, you keep talking and you keep not saying this, that, and the third, whatever. I'll end your life, this, that, and the third. And he started to put his hands on the dude that had his hands behind his back already. And a female cop came in and like tried to pull him off, and he tried to choke her ass out and was like, if you touch me, I'll kill you. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, we put these people in charge to protect us. They're not fucking protecting us. And yeah, people will say all of the time, oh, well, there's only one bad person. How many times, word to Rob, how many times do we have to hear, oh, it's one bad? It don't seem like it's one bad, motherfucker. It don't seem like it. It seems like it's multiple. It seems like it is multiple bad motherfuckers in charge. And when I get murdered for a simple traffic stop, I ran a stop sign, I ran through a red light. Who don't run through a red light? If you can sit here and justifiably say you ain't ran through a red light, you deserve to be shot down just as well as every other innocent black person has been shot down in the past. Because I know some of y'all motherfuckers that ran through a red light. I know some of y'all motherfuckers rushing to work. You left late. You overslept. You got that goddamn morning dick and you're trying to hurry up and get to work because you're late. You done ran through motherfucking stop lights and stop signs and shit because you knew cops wasn't there. If you telling me that you ain't ever ran through a stoplight or a stop sign and your justification shouldn't be gunned down in the street, you a fucking lie, right? So if we gonna sit here and say that and we putting these people in charge, come on, bro. What are we really saying? We shouldn't even be having this conversation, but we are. And then we go back to what we said with Roger Goodell and them, with people like Kaepernick, who are not in the league, not because of his performance on the field, but because of the fact that he kneeled for black justice, right? Because he kneeled for black justice. We're having this topic.
Is we talking about these cops that kind of
fucking
like
ridiculous.
They're the good ones. I mean, if you don't say anything,
it's
kind of like you condoning it at the end of the day. You are. I mean, if you're not gonna speak out against it, then it means that you accept it and you condoning it. So. Yeah, when is it? You ain't say shit.
You ain't got
part
a
of the problem.
You just like that nigga at the frat party who watched this girl get raped. You ain't say shit. And then she come out years later and killed herself, and now you want to feel bad and you want to hold that guilt.
Change is
nigga,
hard.
You should have said something right then and there, but you didn't want to say nothing because you in the frat.
Everybody would change for the better.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
It's not easy. Motherfuckers be happy to be comfortable. They be happy to be complacent. And that's why shit like this keep happening, because they happy with their situation. They don't want to jeopardize what they got going on. But at some point, you got to want better for people in general, like for humanity. So I'm just asking y'all to step up, man, especially if you black and you seeing this shit and you a police and you on the police force anywhere in America, man. Like, come on, man. Don't be condoning this bullshit, man. Like,
and for that whole Philando Castile shit, where the family forgave the bitch who ran into his house, that shit ain't gonna happen on our side. Keep that 100. But anyway, we moving to the next topic. Before we get to the last topic, we got the whole Mystikal rape situation.
Danger.
So Mystikal was recently arrested, keeping it with bad news as always.
If you ever see someone in the forest wrestling with Mystikal,
you need to be locked up. Y'all tell me what y'all feel about that whole situation.
She gonna need
it. At what point do you like, man, bro, I got a problem. I mean, I don't know all the full details of the situation, and it is, but you did how many bids with the same issue, bro?
Didn't he do like 10 years or something?
I just hope that boy get help, because it's apparent that he.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't really much to say. We know. I mean, we know he's guilty because he done been in jail for this before.
We know he's guilty because of that.
Come on,
there ain't no guarantee. You know, that's why we have like a legal process to like basically.
I get what you're trying to say, but it's some niggas that you know they did it, and it ain't nothing you can say about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like Rob said, he need help, but
I don't know the details.
I just feel like, man, like if you're a repeat offender, if you're a repeat offender or something, man, like you need to get help. And I ain't judging the man, but at the end of the day, it's like, man, like, this is serious. Like, what's with? I mean, the people around him, like, what are they doing? Like, what are they telling him? You was a superstar. You was on top of the world, and your life has turned to this. It's just sad. It's sad when you see people fall. I don't want to say from grace, but when you see people fall like this in their career or in their life, it's almost like, man, you feel bad. Like, why? What is going on with you mentally that you feel like?
It's crazy though, because like a couple weeks ago, he was actually here. He was actually here in my hometown doing a show, and like the city came out and was showing love. Showed love to him. Everybody, they went Facebook Live. They showing the video and everything. Everybody was so happy to see him. But
and the man had so much promise. I think
sad.
we can all agree he was probably the best. To me, he was the best rapper on No Limit. Personally, like, I love Mystikal. I thought he could have been a real star in rap if he had to put his best foot forward and really embrace his career. But to me, that's why it's so sad to see him like now doing this type of stuff and going to jail, in and out of prison, raping people, drugs and all this stuff. It's just like, man, like, what? I don't know. I just wonder, like, psychologically, like, why he is the way he is, almost.
I'll say this and I'll be through. Everybody, all of us got issues. All of us got stuff that we're that we're dealing with. But you just hope at some point in time in everybody's life, before it gets to a breaking point, to people realize, hey, I'm on a bad road. I'm on a road that's gonna lead me to self-destruction, and I need to get some help. Or you have some people around, or you have some people around you that are seeing the red flags and see the warning signs and be like, and care enough about you that's gonna pull you to the side and be like, hey man, you need to go get some help, man. You need to go get some help.
Well, I feel. It's not much to say about that. We know he's wrong and it's bullshit, Not to bring up any other artist, but at the end of the day, for you to be locked up for this shit multiple times, you got an issue. We talk about it all the time about getting therapy, about getting help. You need to go get therapy. You need to go get help. I don't want to see any black man behind bars, but when you do wrong, especially, to do wrong to, our own females, man, to any female, not just our own female, but to any female, that shit is ridiculous. That shit is hateful, and I don't appreciate it. But moving on to the last thing, man. We always talk about it every week before we end the show. Best thing that we've seen all week, man. I'll keep it easy. What's the best thing that y'all seen all week this week, man?
This around the time when school start, and you see your timeline flooded with kids going back to school. They happy and they smiling. So that was it's really nice to see everybody really happy, and hopefully everybody has a safe, successful, and just a productive school year.
Hopefully ain't nobody out here getting no monkeypox.
Man, I'm praying for a safe school year, man. I don't want to see any headlines about what we saw just a couple months ago.
I'll go.
Man, what?
The best thing I seen.
Who next, man? Tell me
what's
the best thing you
movie
seen
on Hulu. The new Predator movie was pretty good. It was really good, actually. And it had a female lead again, so that was dope. Seeing a female lead and just seeing like the way they took this movie. It was kind of like set in the older time with
Native
the
Americans.
Indians, and
Indigenous
so I'm Native American. Sorry. Yes, thank you. Well, I get canceled. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But anyway, man, the movie was really dope.
Exactly.
I love the take on
I
it.
think we
love
just said
the
enough
spin,
shit to get
especially
canceled
like
this
seeing all the
episode, but it's all good.
futuristic
Keep going.
predators and how it was more of a modern time for them to take it back to the older times, and seeing like that dynamic was pretty cool. So if you haven't seen it, definitely go see it. See it. It's on Hulu if you got Hulu, and Hulu really going crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? So Netflix better watch out because I'm thinking about canceling that shit because y'all suck. Just gonna keep it.
Well,
Keep
I
it a
don't think
buck.
Netflix sucks. The best thing that I've seen, like in recent, was The Gray Man on Netflix. Yeah, it's really, really good. Yeah, it was
Grandma
directed
was
by the
fire.
Russo brothers, I believe. Just a really good action movie when it's all said and done. I really did appreciate like Ryan Gosling. He delivered, and Chris Evans, I think his name is. That yeah, really played a very good douchey
Mm-hmm.
sociopathic bad guy. I liked him in the role. So
Yeah,
all good
yeah, yeah, yeah. Chris
performances, a
Evans,
lot of
Captain
good
America.
action. I can't wait to see the sequel. Oh, my bad. My bad.
I'm gonna have to agree with Alcy, man. That's exactly what I was gonna say. So appreciate you for taking my best thing I seen all week. But yeah, they definitely
Yeah.
played that. And I think actually like an episode or two ago, Reza said that was one of the best things that he's seen all week because it's been out for a little minute. But I actually finally got a chance to sit down and watch it this past Friday, and man, it was definitely good. And Chris Evans definitely played like he was so good at being a bad guy. He almost made you like him. He kind of reminded me of like the Stone Cold or the Rocks of Ages, back in the WWF days where they played the heel, but they were so good at their role that they made you like them. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it, but also, hey man, Chris Evans and whatever your name is for the what is it, not the Hulk, what's the boy name
Man, that's just
Thor.
like Aqua.
I need y'all to
Just like
stop being
Aquaman, man.
nice looking white man. My wife like y'all. I don't appreciate it, but it's all good, man. It's all good, man. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. The next topic gonna be the most hatred thing that I seen all week, and it's gonna be you two motherfuckers. But anyway, man, y'all have officially made it to the end of the episode. We appreciate you all for sticking through this full episode, man. We had a lot of great topics. Y'all be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, as we always say, and share this so everybody can see it, man. And we appreciate you all for all the love and support that you give us. We are starting this new journey on this new platform that we have, man. And we hope that it keeps going. We are yearing some change into the game, and we're trying to keep going. We're trying to get this thing popping so that way everybody can see it. So as we always say, for myself, Alcy, from Reese to Rob, man, y'all continue to show love, man. Y'all continue to rock with us as we always go through this. And as we always say,
Yeah, yeah.
if
Do
it
your
didn't
thing.
feel us this time,
Oh, yeah, you might as well
guaranteeing you that you will feel us the next. Do I need to do it, Reese? Do I need to do it on a new platform? Do I need to do it, Alcy? I ain't gonna even ask Rob because I know he ain't gonna tell me to do it.
Hey, it's your boy Rob from the TheyGonFeelMePodcast. And if you want more authentic conversation from authentic men, check out this video.